Hey guys, my name is Marwan, aka GamerDads, and this is the second episode in our Corrupted Dungeon series. Today, we're going to do something rather unusual. I'm not gonna lie, the second week was rough. After we got to 25k infamy last week, I was down to 3k after a catastrophic loss streak. But I wasn't going down without a fight. I was able to shake it off and go back up to 40k infamy, getting close to the 50k bar to get into Slayer level dungeons. Having said that, in order for us to improve, we have to understand our losses and how we could have played better. And by the way guys, if you're interested in this kind of content, I will be doing these on a weekly basis, so remember to click on that subscribe button to get your weekly dose of PvP analysis. Starting off with number 1, a long fight versus a one-handed dagger user. Usually this matchup favors the warbow quite heavily, at least in my experience. But this guy was patient, and after 11 minutes of back and forth, at the first error that I did, he jumped on me and never looked back. My mistake there was that I got impatient and used my frost shot offensively. You have to know that the frost shot is your win condition against that build. They jump on you, you frost shot away, slow them, and land your magic arrow. Instead, I used it to try and end the fight. Well, the fight ended alright, just not in my favor. Our second fight was an interesting matchup, a bit less common in Corrupted Dungeons, a dual dagger build. It was a fairly balanced fight, we both went at it quite hard, managed to get one another quite low. Towards the end, I got entrapped on the Heretic Cape passive, so I thought to myself, GG, that's a win. I got lazy and stayed still. Just don't. The lesson there is you never stop kiting. Our third fight was another interesting matchup, as we don't see this build very often. A 200 crossbow. This was my fight to lose. He had low mobility and limited HP regen. But don't underestimate the burst on that thing. It will kill you if you're not careful. I could have easily healed up just before and probably would have lived. But yeah. Also, as a warbow versus crossbow, I found out that it's preferable to use the frost shield instead of the purge shield on the mage rope, just because you don't get a lot of value out of the purge. One last thing, for this matchup, use Ray of Light. They have to get in range to burst you, while you can stay away and poke from far away with both W and E abilities. Our fourth fight is one of these times where it's okay to choose not to fight. They had a few tiers above me with broadsword and taproot. And if I learned anything about this matchup, it's just better to not take it. The sword offers a lot of mobility thanks to Iron Will and tons of regen with the taproot. So I decided to start breaking crystals. What comes next is facepalm material. See for yourself. Next time, don't do my mistake. Try to AoE the little mobs around before applying the finishing blow to the crystal. Our final fight was against a claymore user. The fight that should have been won ended up in barbecue time, if you know what I mean. I was hunting him down very carelessly. I lowered my guard at some point, he used his E ability from downtown, completely out of the blue, and I panicked. I went straight into the barbecue. The lesson here is don't panic and look at the environment around you when chasing somebody, especially against a weapon as dangerous as Claymore. So that was it for our second episode, guys. Let me know what your experience has been so far in Corrupted Dungeons. Which weapon do you struggle against? Which do you find easy to deal with? And if there is a matchup you guys want me to dive into, I'll be happy to do it. Until next time, see ya!